As the Vikings transition into another regime, another head coach, another general manager, there's players that with Mike Zimmer just didn't get the chance. A lot of them, actually. And one of them, and it wasn't anybody's fault. I mean, the man, Jalen Twyman, was literally shot, a couple times before the season. So I don't like to make excuses for people, but I feel like anytime you're shot multiple times, I feel like that's kind of that's an anomaly. You get a pass on this one. So, but a guy like Jalen Twyman, just listen to his draft call. Number one, you just know how grateful this young man is. You can just see how fired up he's going to be. And you gotta be honest here. Before we get into more of a background on Jalen Twyman, he kind of came in to the draft a little bit overweight. He's more of a 3-tech, a penetrating 3-tech. There's a reason the man wore the same number as Aaron Donald at Pitt. Just saying, because there are some similarities. He can get off the ball, is pretty good in the run game as well. Doesn't get overpowered, and he shoots through that gap, and good luck blocking him. So, but again, I think that there's players that the Vikings can't forget about. They have to give second chances. Jalen Twyman is definitely that guy. A little bit of a background on him, in that 6'1", 6'2" range, again, weighed in at that 300 pounds. He's most effective at that 280 to 290 pound range. Just boom, get in the 3-tech, go make some plays. That's where he's best suited at. But, first 2 years at Pitt, kind of got on the field a little bit as a freshman. But, man, sophomore, you just watch the tape. That's all you got to do on this young man. Just makes plays, 10.5 sacks, 12 tackles for loss, 41 total tackles. I mean, just a stud. You love what you see from a guy like him, and getting him in the 6th round, I get that teams were probably a little bit worried about what weight he came in as, but I don't care. Jalen Twyman is just a stud. I love it. I think, and as the Vikings either move on from Michael Pierce and Dalvin Tomlinson, there's going to be a lot of questions. There's going to be, some things that they have to look at, and they have to realize, okay, is this what we want? What are some players that we think can step up? Obviously, guys like James Lynch, played very well down the stretch. Also, Armond Watts was a player that really stepped up this year. I think he was like second, third on the team in sacks. I think either first or second, too, among defensive tackles. Like, Armond Watts was a hand this year. I think he should be in the line to start at 3-tech or at nose. But a guy that needs to get a better look, that needs to get more of an opportunity is Jalen Twyman. This man, just every time he's on the football field, he creates havoc. And, I'm I get the fact that he didn't play last year, and, there's a little bit of hesitancy, but put this man on the field, and we'll see what we got. I'm so excited about Jalen Twyman. Like, ever since he was coming out of Pitt, underdog, 6'1", 290 pound, guy. I mean, like Julius Randle type, John Randle type player that, no, I'm not saying he's a Hall of Famer, but I'm saying he's got that chip on his shoulder coming to bring his lunch pail every single play, and you love it. You love a guy that's just on the field that just likes to mess everything up when he's on it. And, he is a guy that, you see the 10.5 sacks, you're like, well, he's might be a little bit of a one-man show. No. In the run game, he's solid. He shoots the gap, uses his hands well. Is there things to work on? Yes, there's things to work on. All these NFL players have things to work on. But Jalen Twyman deserves more of a shot, and he deserves his opportunity with this new coaching staff. And I think they need to take a serious look at him. Whether he's at a 3-4, whether he plays edge there or more of a nose tackle, I don't care. Put this man on the field, see what he can do. Obviously, you've got a lot of other defensive tackles that can make plays too. But it never hurts having a quality backup and a guy that, especially when you go into camp with, just watch this man work. Watch this man work. He's going to be a tremendous talent for the Vikings moving forward. I think he has the potential. He could be the guy that leads the Vikings in sacks in that interior pass rush for years to come. That's how talented he is. That's the kind of emotion he plays with. And, there's just something different about emotional football players for me, because there's people, I think I saw a meme the other day that, well, not the other day, it was a while back, about I think it was a Saints player that allowed the game-winning touchdown pass to Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in the 2019 playoffs, overtime, whatever. Anyway, you saw a player that just hit the ground crying, and there was somebody that was like, man, you're crying over a game. This isn't a game to some of these guys. Like, this is it. This is their life. This is what they love the most. This is the thing that matters most to them. And, obviously family and stuff matters, but this is something they go to work. This is what they live for, and just love doing. And Jalen Twyman is that guy. Listen to this man's draft call. I mean, literally, as soon as he got that call from Rick Spielman, former Vikings GM, I mean, man, you just knew, like, I was never more excited to get a player on the field than with Jalen Twyman. Obviously, again, a little bit of a setback in his I want to say freshman year in the NFL, but rookie year in the NFL, man, I'm just so excited to see what he does, what he brings. And if he doesn't pan out, okay, fine. But I would much rather take a player that wants to be here, that will sacrifice him every part of himself for the team, than rather somebody that just skates through on talent. Jalen Twyman is not that guy. He's got talent, he works hard, and he creates havoc every single time he's on the football field. So I'm really excited, needless to say, about Jalen Twyman. But let us know what you guys think. A lot of new things coming with the Minnesota Vikings. Again, what they're going to do with Dalvin Tomlinson on all those players in the defensive tackle position. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We really appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. Give us a like and a follow there. Also, give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Minnesota Vikings that can't forget about Jalen Twyman.